that only the Gators get out alive. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will move total leather and will get started. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Offense getting set for first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Yeah, and it looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously, over the middle of the field. But you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit. You see more drops over the middle of the field.
Finds the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it again. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Let it bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
The RPO game works really well for this offense because the running back is very patient. It's a bit of a delayed handoff, but he's very good at finding the creases and finding the lanes and then putting his foot in the ground and getting more.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He makes the connection. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
just one more yard. It's second and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ground with the back. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away incomplete. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996.
All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it first and 10 outside the 30.
Yeah, the run. Cheer, but you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. They'll try the right side. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 32-29. Wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Trying to get to it. Working that left side now. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. Decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive and gashing them State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and one example of the defense setting up the O.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big throw.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
Florida 21, Florida State 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Munoz. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back in the game.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hines is tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 21, Florida State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The corners are walked up tight. Off play action. Turns it loose. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was trying to get that return going instead. He handed to his offense after 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, what a move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Gets open down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He'll pull it down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation and take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Give to the running back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Grab behind the line. It's
We just missed this.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Just flat out.
For this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
On the option. He'll pitch.
Wow.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
My God, you're still there, bro.
Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
My God,
Ready
you're
to
still
try
there.
the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last minute.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come out.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the ball. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box and more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gators! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
That makes the score Florida 35, Florida State 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Munoz. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Ryan, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the head and complete pass.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Munoz. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He'll pull it on the read. He'll toss it. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more for that trip to the house.
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Munoz. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to kick. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The man was afraid to leave.
Many series now for this quarterback, but David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
all over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Munoz. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the game.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to win.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll try the outside to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll keep it himself. And that's a live ball. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground. But a nice job understanding. You just got to jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many doubles.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Touch pass on the run. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They think there's room to run to the right here. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now they'll run the draw. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Just destroying his way through the field. Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started. The Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Munoz. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He lets one fly deep. And he's thrown another interception. Bringing the heat. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They feed him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Leaves it with the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, they block it. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. The line blocks first, so good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his heels and made the interception. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Let's go! They'll try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
They just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball in an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take the lead, though the D can stop it a couple more